Good morning. I just woke up like half an hour ago, no, a little bit more than that. It's 7:45 in the morning. I slept in a little bit this morning because where I gotta go pick up does not open until 8, and they are just like 10 seconds down the road. But first things first, I'm gonna go see if McDonald's is open so I can grab myself a cup of coffee. And if McDonald's isn't open, then I'm gonna go to Timmy's and see if they're open so I can get myself a cup of coffee. If neither of those places are open, it's gonna be a bad start to my day. I slept very, very well last night. It got really cold overnight and I had my heat setting just right in the truck that when I woke up, it was the perfect temperature. Welcome to our drive-thru. Okay, so McDonald's isn't open. The drive-thru is, but I don't fit in the drive-thru, so we're gonna go to Timmy's. Oh, yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, about sleeping well. Yeah, I slept for probably a solid 9 hours. I love sleeping in the truck. And it was a nice quiet night tonight, not like the last night of New Brunswick where I had a Volvo with a reefer parked beside me. Oh, that was annoying. We got our coffee. Nice people out here. I walked in the door and it was the same sign that they had in New Brunswick, right? Where it says place an order with the app and then call this number. So it's exactly what I did. But they said they didn't get my order. So I go back and I look at my orders. And turns out I ordered at the one back home in Chelmsford, not the one here. So I told them that and they gave me the coffee anyways, so I didn't have to pay for it twice. Oh, I love people sometimes. So now we are going to load up. I think it's a sled of some sort, snowmobile. It's not very exciting. You know what? At the end of the day, that's money in my pocket. And at the end of the day, I am not laid off, so I'm happy. I need to turn on Fontaine. I don't know where that is. We drove too far. I knew I missed it. For some reason, there was just something in me that said, you drove too far, turn around. I went to parking lot, opened up my Google Maps. I got my directions on so I don't miss the road again. I didn't see a sign for it. I don't know if I am just blind. Okay, there it is. Okay, there's no sign. There's no sign for the road. Well, we are here now, so I'm gonna go talk to the guy. Figure out what the plan is, what he wants to do. Okay, we just loaded up that one snowmobile. Now we're just gonna find a spot to turn around and we're gonna head down to Kapuskasing, and there's something else there that we have to pick up. Oh yeah, I think we're gonna turn around on this place here. There's a garage of some sort. I don't know why I put my signal on because there's just one way to go. I'm gonna use this yard here to turn around. But it's a beautiful day out today too. It's sunny. It's cold, but the sun is hot. So everything is okay. It's not so bad. There's the Hearst lumber mill right ahead of us, if you can see that. I had a friend that used to run to this mill every day. He would load up in Hearst, come down to Espanola. He was a chip hauler, like a bulk hauler. So yeah, so he would load up in Hearst, leave Hearst, drive to Espanola, dump in Espanola at the Domtar mill there, and then come back up to the Gogama mill, pick up a load of bark, and go dump it at the power plant, which is like 10 kilometers down the road. And that was his run, and he would do that all throughout the week. He had a really nice truck too. It was very nice. But yeah, anyway, so now we're heading down to Kapuskasing. I'm not entirely sure what it is that I'm picking up in Cap. I think it's like a dirt bike or a motorcycle or a side-by-side of some sort. I really don't know. But I'll find out when I get there. Unfortunately, we're not very heavy, so it's going to be a bit of a rough ride going back to Sudbury. But that's okay. Maybe I'll suck it up. I will be home tonight though, which is really nice. Because it's 9:15 right now, 9:15, and it's about 6 hours here to Sudbury. So by the time that I load up in Cap, I'll probably be sitting at about 7 hours till I get home. So all in all, it's gonna be a good day, as long as the weather holds up, because I'm driving down the 144 today. 144 is very, very unpredictable. It's hard to tell what's gonna happen. It could be snowing one second, and the next one it could be a snowstorm, right? It comes out of nowhere. It'll probably be kind of like Hornpain yesterday. That was crazy. That was a crazy storm. But yeah, anyways, we're heading to Cap.
that you never started. You once destroyed a broken heart that was already shattered. Holding on to what we have, you take us to the edge and back. Holding on to what we have, you take us to the edge and back.
Alrighty, we are just coming into Kapuskasing. The roads have been on and off, good and bad. They've been dry, and then they've been snow covered, and then they've been dry, and then more hard packed snow. Been kind of a strange kind of day. I know it snowed up here yesterday, but it's been a very weird kind of day. Turn left on McPherson, like Google just told me to do.
Take the next left onto McPherson.
That's a nice classic right there. Beautiful truck. But yeah, weather-wise, it's been super strange. Like last winter, I had seen a couple of minus 50 days. This winter, I don't think we saw below minus 40. So it's really been strange. Okay, yeah, so anyways, we're in Kapuskasing. We're gonna pick up whatever Yamaha thing we're supposed to be picking up, and then we're gonna head back down to Sudbury. It's 10:15, so it took us about an hour to get here from hers, which isn't bad. Why is there a stop sign at a roundabout? I have never seen that. That is so strange. I guess because there's parking spots. What a strange design. So strange. I've never seen something like this before. Set to take the second exit on Kane. So that's what we're gonna do.
Exit the roundabout onto Kane Avenue.
Absolutely, you got it. So this is why I miss having my truck GPS, because with the truck GPS, you didn't have to do this kind of crap. It would bring you to the most direct route with the closest truck route available, right? Like, this is so strange. Okay, this is gonna suck. At least there's a stop sign here. I know that nobody's coming unless they run the stop sign. I'm not a fan of this.
Turn left onto Brunetteville Road.
Yeah, you got her. This city is weird. I've only driven through it. I've never actually been in the city or the town or whatever you want to call it.
400 meters, turn left onto Ash Street.
See, Ash Street runs along Highway 11. Why did you have to make me do all of this? I think at some point in my life, like if I get more serious into trucking and I'm doing a lot more long hauls and stuff like that, I will invest into a truck GPS, but right now it's just not worth it. Oh yeah, you're gonna be one of those guys, aren't you? Oh, I don't like people. Everybody's got to be in front of the truck. Doesn't matter what vehicle you're driving, you absolutely have to be in front of the truck. Kapuskasing. The drivers suck. going into Timmins, or on what I like to call is the Timmins bypass. If you're going towards like Cochrane or Hearst or any other direction that way, it cuts off a few minutes of the trip, and it definitely avoids a lot of traffic. Essentially what you do is when you come off at the 655, or if you're coming from Sudbury, if you're coming off of the 101, you'll turn on to Shelley, and then you'll take La Fleur, and then you'll hop on the La Forêt, and then from La Forêt you take the 655. And if you're coming from the 655, you just do the opposite. I find it saves a lot of time and a lot of frustration because the roads downtown Timmins are really narrow. It's just not a good time. I much prefer to go this way. Even if I'm just going through Timmins, it takes a little bit longer, but I'll still take this way. It's just so much easier that way. Yeah, so it's almost 1:30. We got about three and a half hours left. So I don't think I'll be able to drop tonight as much as I would like to, but I'll see what I can do. I'm not planning on stopping until I get back to Sudbury, so I might be able to cut back a little bit of time. Yeah, I've been to Timmins a lot, not necessarily with the vlogs, but when I took my year-and-a-half long hiatus, I had a lot of trips up to Timmins. It's a run that I actually really enjoy because it takes up most of the day. It makes time go by pretty fast, and in the wintertime, it's a very challenging highway to drive. It's actually a lot of fun, mostly because the weather's unpredictable, so you never know what you're getting yourself into. And there's a lot of wildlife on it too, which I find just makes it that much more exciting. It's pretty well a straight shot to Sudbury once you hop on the 144, so... Oh, we got the green light. Look at that. I actually almost moved to Timmins a couple of months ago, and I didn't. And I'm kind of glad I didn't, because that could have been really messy, given the situation that I was in, and especially given the virus now too. A lot of stuff in my life in the last year or so has not worked out the way I had wanted it to, but I think most of it actually became a blessing in disguise, given the virus. Because right now I have my job security. I have, I'm set up financially, I'm fine, and I'm still working, right? So had a lot of the stuff that I tried to do in the past, career-wise, had it worked out, oh jeez, oh my goodness. Had it worked out the way that I was hoping it would have back then, I would not be in the position that I am in now, which is why I say it's, I was really upset about it back then, but now I'm looking back on it and I'm like, you know what, it's a really good thing I did it, because I had applied for another company recently. I think it was back in March or like end of February. I had applied, and essentially what they were going to do is they hire people and they sponsor them to get their AZ license. So realistically, they pay for the course, and then they guarantee them a job, right? But as soon as I heard back that I didn't get the position, I was really bummed out about it. But I would say less than, a week and a half had passed, and then after that, everything was on lockdown. So had I gotten the job and moved, to London, Ontario, I would have lost everything. So now, I was talking to my mom about it because she knew I was upset about it, because she knows that one of my main goals is to get my AZ, right? And I was talking to her the other day, and I told her, I said, you know what, the fact that I didn't get the job in London was quite a blessing in disguise, because right now I'm still working, I still have a job, and I still have money, and I'm not homeless, right? And had I taken the job, I would not be where I am today. I would be probably homeless. I don't think I would have figured out a way to get by. I might have, but I didn't. Like, I won't know. I'll never know, right? But I mean, I'm not gonna hold my breath out on that. If they ever happen to do another hiring spree, like they just did before the virus, I will definitely be applying again, because they looked like they were a very good company to work for. I had heard good things about them. Family-owned company, right? I find they're usually always the best ones to work for. They have good values and good morals most of the time. So yeah, like I said, we have about three and a half hours left. So if I can make it into Chelmsford by 4 o'clock, we'll be okay, but I find that's very unlikely, considering that it's 1:30 now. We are just about to pull into the little town of Dowling. It's a little suburb. The second last one before you leave Sudbury going towards Timmins. Second or third, I guess, if you count Cartier, but nobody really counts Cartier as a town. It's 4:20 to 5, so I will not be delivering tonight, but that's okay. I'll be back at the yard in about 10 minutes. By the time I finish all my paperwork up, it'll be the end of the day. All in all, it's been a good trip. The whole day's gone from the office, from town. I'm very happy. It's been, the weather has held up for the most part, except for yesterday in Hornpain and a little bit of snow here and there on the 144, but I expect it on the 144, and I'm so comfortable driving that highway that a little bit of snow on it does not bother me in the least, because I've driven it so many times. Like, there was one week when I was in my old truck. I left for Thunder Bay, slept in Thunder Bay that night, delivered in the morning to Lac des Îles, where I went a couple of weeks ago. But this was in my old truck. And then from Thunder Bay, they sent me to Timmins. I slept the night in Timmins. And then from Timmins, I came back to Sudbury, did some local work. The next day, went back to Timmins and came back. And then the day after that, went back to Timmins and came back. So, like, the 144 does not bother me in the slightest bit. I have driven that highway in rain, sunshine, snowstorms, freezing rain, black ice. You know, you can't underestimate that highway, but if you respect it, you'll be okay. So yeah, I'm going to be ending the vlog here for today. I don't know what the rest of the week will hold for me, but maybe I'll be going out of town again. Who knows, right? I have no idea. So yeah, anyways, thanks for joining me on this trip. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment, or don't. Just to help out the algorithm a little bit. I appreciate it. I see a thumbs up on my video, I get happy about it, you know? So yeah, join me on the next one.